Welcome guys, it's week 10, day 4, and today we are going to update you on the floor and we're going to update you on the roof. I'm also going to do a little episode of this old carcass about biohacking your health. Something that I proved today where the doctors are wrong. Period. End of sentence. That's how it is. Cedra and her pup say good morning. Your moringa is coming along nicely, Lynn. So is your alabati. As a matter of fact, it's time to start eating some of that alabati.
Yeah.
That's short, but you just got to start eating it. It'll encourage more growth. Yeah. Heard that about the moringa. We ordered our solar lights. They will go on top of each of these posties. So on the dummy security cameras, they're just a white little, fixed camera dummy, not a real camera, that has a motion detector on it, and the lights will come on, boom, as soon as it detects motion. Now, the $64,000 question to you guys is, do you position these in such a way that they're always seen, so that everybody from looking any distance goes, oh, they've got security cameras? Or do you put them in such a way that it's a shock, suddenly it turns on and then they see the camera? I don't know, I'm leaning towards the idea that they see the cameras. I had a friend of mine said, no, I'd have them all secret and everything. My problem is with that thinking is that if it's at night and poof, all of a sudden it's in your eyes, you don't even notice it's a camera. All you think is it's just a light. So anyway, give me your thoughts. Should these dummy cameras be visible or should they be hidden? The problem with a lot of statistical data with everything, and I know this from engineering for sure, there's always a margin of error. And as people start networking with health issues and such, it becomes very apparent that group testimonials can make a lot of difference. And we're talking worldwide testimonials, guys. So what am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about arthritis and gout. They're tied together, guys. One is sort of an instant inflammation and arthritis is an ongoing one. But through various groups and various biohacking, it's become very evident that in the case of gout and the case of joint stiffness, this might not be what you think it is. In my case, it is oxalate. Oxalate is a crystal that is in many leafy green vegetables, etc., etc. And I'll let you guys look up the list, okay? So how did I finally discover this? I discovered it because I decided that the best quality water was going to be juicing. And everybody was citing how good it is to have a cucumber juice and a, kale juice and all of this type of thing. And Lynn and I went down after buying a nice little, one of those bullet type ones and make up a juice, right? And so the first day we're there, we're grinding away and boom, I gave myself a massive level of gout in always my left ankle. I've only had the toe once, guys. And the toe was because of oats. When Lynn got to Canada for the first time, Mom gave Lynn a recipe for her oat cookies with raisins. I like them. And so she made these things and boom, the next day I had gout and I'm, like, wow, let's just cut the whole toe off, It was brutal. Anyway, I start researching this and I find out that a lot of people are citing if they go on a carnivore diet or a heavy paleo diet, a high-fat ketogenic diet, that the arthritis goes away. So is it true arthritis? And the problem with a lot of arthritis from a doctor's standpoint is they just look at it and say arthritis. There's no, dig deep stuff, right? Because those labs cost a lot of money. So anyway, I go to the doctor because of the gout. I want some anti-inflammatories. And the doctor says, cut back on your seafood. I said, I haven't eaten any seafood. Now, I'm not sure the exact spelling or name of the word, but purines or pyrons or something like that is the name of this marker that the guys will use for gout. And often it's meat-based or seafood-based especially. Now, in my case, I said, nah, I want full lab work done. Okay, give us a urine sample, we'll draw some blood and we'll do a test. And very next morning he's on the phone. Dude, what are you doing? Your oxalate levels are through the roof. Talk to me. I said, oh, for crying out loud. We just started juicing. And I had substituted a whole day of water for juices. Low sugar juices, guys. It was celery and kale and, all of these other low sugar vegetables, right? And so not even any carrot or any of that kind of thing. And on top of all of that, I was adding water to it, and I was, hello, I got an ant crawling on me here. And we left all the pulp in there, right? So I was still getting all of that, but the inrush is still the inrush, guys. Everything crosses over much faster than if you chew it and you get all those enzymes all over the vegetables and stuff to help break it down properly. The net result was that the fiber just went boom because there's no chewing action, and of course all that liquid just piles right into the body quickly. So if you're suffering from joint issues or periodic gout or something along those lines, look into oxalate. Don't just trust your doctor. Nobody wants to just suffer with joint pain for the rest of their life. Go on a low oxalate diet. One of the nice fruit that's low oxalate is mango. Okay, that's This Old Carcass talking about gout and arthritis, and maybe it's something as simple as oxalate. Crazy, simply crazy, goes down the road. Now, if I've got that in my rearview mirror, or more importantly, I go swinging around to pass on the right, that's what you got to watch out for, guys. I'll give you a closer look here. Ay, 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 ay. And when I said swing around to pass on the right, this is what you would see. That's why Lynn always answers the question before I even go down the right. Big guy. And talk about overloaded for a trike. It is massively overloaded. They're all working on the ropes. Everybody's an expert. Everybody's an expert. See, even Cirillo, because he's got the red trike, right? They're all looking at, make sure it doesn't swing sideways when he goes around a corner. Oh, yesterday, 2 days ago, a sugarcane truck went around the corner late at night, obviously trying to get to the ferry just south of Lambusan here, south of San Remijo. Flipped over right in the middle of the road. They literally had to bring out a cutting torch after they got all the sugarcane moved, and they had to start cutting it until that crane could actually move it. And I don't mean crane, I mean a simple little high-ab. They cut a lot of that truck away before they were able to put it back on its wheels. Brutal. Now, let's see if anybody gets after my dogs. Better not. Okay, so we got to take Joseph down and we'll talk about it here.
Nakon siya isulti sa imong hadong.
Joseph, more rebar. This is where the bed is. More boom boom.
Ako yung padala
We need more rebar.
Ako yung padala naglimak bayot.
I'm just kidding, just kidding.
Si Joseph seryoso kayo, binuang niya si Pai. Dada ako naglimak bayot dere.
Too high?
Oh, yeah.
Taas na kayo? Okay, para ay lang pala big slope ha, 1% lang parehatong sa garahe ba?
But this
Madango,
all flat,
maslide po doon yung mga senior dong dito. Basi ka tunos dagat po nito na.
As I walk you out for the noon update, I'm going to give you another update on our budget. And as it turns out, we are well within budget. We will probably be popping in really close to that 1 million peso mark. Lynn and I's estimation right now is that we're sitting at about 750 to 800,000 pesos because in that declaration that I made the other day that we went over 1 million pesos, that included a lot of personal costs. And it included costs for doing the garage, the fence, and all that stuff. So Lynn has been very, very much on top of the progress of our accounting and making sure that we stay within budget. Okay, so, oh yes, and I would like to discuss vapor barriers. So last year, when we were looking at all of this, I said we got to have a vapor barrier. Now, we didn't have a City Hardware at the time, and when we were down in Cebu City, it was right before the typhoon, but we did run into Wilcon. No vapor barrier. They just look at you strange. Even went to the point of looking on Lazada and Shopee, where you can get those big rolls of insulation, no vapor barrier, nothing. I've tried different keywords like, you know, just straight out and out plastic, which I get mostly dishes and crap like that, but you can't find proper vapor barrier here. Initially, the house was going to be a lot lower, so we decided to go up 2 feet. And this will be dry as a bone, guys. There's no way that we're going to get any water leaching coming up from the bottom to get a hold of this rebar and, you know, potentially pop it, right? Or start popping the slab. Last year on one of my videos, and I just spent hours or half an hour trying to scroll through my videos to find out where it was that I did the little hack that I did on the ground on some Anapogue. And what I had done was I made a little jig, little box. I set the thing on the Anapogue, put some rock down, put my steel down, and then poured concrete on it. I can easily tell you that the slurry goes nicely through all of that rock, nice, easily down, well below, and chipping away at it from the bottom, there was no problem at all. It goes through that stone quite nicely. When you come to the Philippines, there's certain things you're going to have to let go. And as we found, the vapor barrier was going to be a problem. It just doesn't exist. So as you can see, they're going to have all of this finished as far as the steel goes today. The nylon string has been run for the vapor barrier, or for the insulation. We're going to put 10 mil up there, and they will start for sure. I've been guaranteed. They will start the roof sheeting tomorrow. The guys that showed up to do this nylon, they should have been done by first break. They have been milking this all day long. We have let the head contractor know, and he can deal with his own crew because we already admonished the crew for being lazy. And they said, well, we didn't bring our tools. And I said, how is that my problem? Go get your tools. Tomorrow, sir. Right. And deal with the contractor. Anyway, guys, we got a couple of basketball games going on over there. It's sort of like the over 14s and under 12s. Playing at either end. Okay, later, Gators.